myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take a few to lose. Built the win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. A lot's happened in the last 24 hours. A lot's happened. The Commanders got blown out, more than 24 hours, on Sunday night. Then the Cowboys get blown out Monday night. And then a bunch of trades happened. And the Cowboys were part of that trade. So we got to talk about both of those games, the storylines in both of those games. And we got to talk about a lot of these trades that happened today and like basically the last 7 days. You know, the Eagles were involved a lot too. But I'm doing good. I got my boy, Tomo, Mr. Jayden'S son, co-host of In the Red Corner. They just dropped the episode on Sunday. So make sure you guys check that out. I know Javante Davis, he's not fighting Jake Paul no more. That's news right there. But Tomo, how you feeling, man? Uh-oh. You on mute. Uh-oh.
That's how my mood was, yo. I was on mute this morning, but this afternoon, man, you would have thought the chats was just like Undertaker came through. Season was over. Watch the Cardinals just put up 27 points on the Cowboys on Monday night. We going back and forth about who cornerback got cooked the worst. It was just like the NFC. Man, for real, that's where it was at. The Eagles just sitting there talking something, ooh, these Week 10 panels. I conceded and gave them the division. Say y'all won it by default. Then about 2:30, Joe.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Boy, Jerry Jones know how to get you back, boy. I tell you, boy, the hope was gone, and I'm right back on, Joe. I'm right back here. How you, Joe?
I'm doing okay. Not as good as you. Well, I'm doing okay though. I'm doing okay.
I'm doing decent. I'm celebrating the victory because we clown Jerry as a GM. We're gonna talk about it later. But the fact that he went out and actually made a splash move again, twice in 1 year, I don't know what this is. I don't know who this guy is. But that's the only reason I got this on. I'm taking this off so you finish telling the people what they need to stick around for.
Shout out to my boy Mikey. We're gonna get to you, Mikey, but we are streaming this on 4 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch. So make sure you like the video on all platforms or whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, as you can see below me and Tomo, or some of them, Twitch and X, will be at R2L Sports. So make sure you do that. And share this episode with somebody so they can come on and watch this show live with you, because you can be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Mike. Yo, family. Go ahead. Tomo, what you got on, my boy?
I'm feeling like Ski Mask Jerry, man. No, I'm just saying. How we ain't got nothing on Jerry. Been doing this for years.
Okay, Ski Mask Jerry is good. All right, and the Devoid. All right, Devoid here too, and the crying emoji laughing. Oh, look. There it is. You spoke it up. Shout out to Kev. Hashtag how we did it first. 9 trades versus. I ain't gonna do it.
He gonna clip you up.
There you go. All right. And last but not least, sit back and enjoy the rest of the show. It's gonna be a good one. Tomo, floor is yours, man.
All right, so I mean, I'm gonna get civilized in just a second, fellas. I mean, and everyone that's watching, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got a bevy of NFC East moments. You see, you bring up Howie, and here come the Eagles. They just start flocking. They got Jalen Carter. We got Quentin Williams. All I'm saying is, Joe, the NFC East and defensive tackles. It just feel good to be sitting at the table, man. Y'all got Deron Payne. You know, y'all been there for years. Y'all started this, you know. But then you went and got a head coach. We've seen the panels. We've seen the subjects of the conversations about your defense. We've seen the subjects about, man, should JD5 come back? Is he going to have the sophomore slump? This, that, and the third. And then the season happened. Joe, you say it in the chats all the time. The injury bug is just hit y'all. It hit you like a ton of bricks. I don't know where it came from, but it's here. And it just so happened to happen when you all were down, I think it was 37-7.
38.
38. Oh, my bad. 38-7 against the Seattle Seahawks. We already know what was already thrown out there in the ecosystem and the universe, the metaverse. Some people feel as though they brought it up on him by keep talking about it. But Jayden Daniels goes down with a dislocated elbow. Dislocated elbow.
Mhm.
Freakish accident. But I got to get your take on it. You dropped 2 reels, which Joe, I commend you on. You came out with one, and then you came back and said, you know what, after thinking about it, I've never seen that done on the internet. Some people might have tweeted the second response. You gave them 2 reels to say, you know what, cooler heads should prevail. But just because you got cooler head doesn't mean Dan Quinn shouldn't be on the hot seat. So, Joe, do you think that Dan Quinn should be on the hot seat?
No. No, his seat is ice cold. It should be ice cold. Now, let's talk about the Jayden Daniels injury. Should he have been in that game? I would say no. But I understand why he was in the game, Tombo. The man, first of all, the Commanders are always extra cautious when it comes to Jayden Daniels. They are not going to let him play unless he can be Jayden Daniels. Shout out to Carl. If he can't be Jayden Daniels, meaning the dual threat he is, then he will not play. Point blank. That's what they always say. If he can't be Jayden, he won't play. So him playing, his hamstring was good. He even said, I felt good last week, but they said I wasn't ready, so I said another week. But he came and watched the game live, right? So his hamstring is healthy. His knee is healthy. Cool, he healthy. We get him blown out. And I can see Dan Quinn is saying, like, okay, we need to get Jayden Daniels in rhythm, right? And it felt like all game we weren't in rhythm except for one drive. I think it was a drive before halftime. And then it's 12 minutes left in the game. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And shout out to the people in my comment section, because I was thinking the same thing. People were saying on the comment section, the Broncos came back down to the Giants.
That's true.
Right?
True.
You know, so why would you take them out? Why would you throw the the white flag and take them out? Go ahead. You know, we go up there. This man's all right, Joe. All right, Joe, you talking too much. We got to talk about Dallas. Go ahead.
Shout out to Cardo with the 199 super chat. Yes, sir. Hey, Tomo. Jerry was cooking that steak. Okay, steak and lobster. Okay. See we can't see the emojis like yeah. So I had to make sure that was lobster. I thought that was steak and bacon.
Oh.
But that's steak and lobster. But he definitely chefing up right now. But let's get back to the business, Joe. Shout out to you, Cardo, with the 199.
Shout out to Big O. Hey, I got a question. You still taking that leave of absence? Okay, anyway. Right.
He resended that email so quick.
Sorry, that's my little brother. My bad. That's my kid did that. But so why throw the white flag when there's 12 plus minutes left in the game? Now, when he got hurt, it was 7 minutes left, but the drive started at 12 minutes, and he was gaining rhythm. Like, we were moving the ball downfield. Now, the play that was called. Now, Kev said one thing. I know Kev said he heard that that wasn't a re-option. Jayden Daniels made the decision to run that ball. Whatever happened, that's what got him hurt. But if you Dan Quinn, if you want to play it safe, Jayden Daniels already had 2 injuries. 2. And it's like he played 2 games and get hurt. Plays 2 games. So at this point, we're down by so much. The defense playing horrible. The defense playing horrible. So it's like, okay, let me take Jayden Daniels out and live to fight another day, basically. But in the injury he had, Tomo, it was an injury that nobody, dang Carl, it was an injury nobody could predict. It was a dislocated elbow, and it was kind of Jayden Daniels' fault because he didn't fall. He kind of tried to stop his fall, and it dislocated his elbow. So I would say this: Jayden Daniels. I said this in the chat too. That's why I need to become members. Jayden Daniels needs to realize. Go ahead.
So Joe, there's 2 things. I don't know if you seen what I was doing as we was talking, because we, like I
something.
said over here, we building the plane wise in it. They gave us the option to change the size of the comments. So this is why it looks a little bit different.
Okay, I see it on the right and I see on the bottom.
Yep. So we can go like that, and we ain't even reading the comments. We'll talk about it off air.
We don't have to.
We still gotta do the hold up
for that.
Yeah. But everything else, it just show up in the display right there. Now we building the plane wise in the air. We just gonna let y'all do y'all thing. But hey, no cursing.
Okay. Oh yeah, you right.
Gotta let them know. We trying something new.
Hey, if you curse, you getting put in timeout. We can put people in timeout in the comment section, by the way, if y'all know that.
You curse, you getting traded to the Colts. We'll talk about that later.
You should have said get traded to the Jets. You should get traded to. They ain't got nobody right now. All right.
Bengals defense. But shout out to Cardo with the 199 super chat, man. Leave got denied by management.
No, for real. I was going to deny it though. I'm like, nah, Cardo, you can't. I was gonna be like, nah, you can't do that. But so he 100% right. All right. So I would say this. Last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pass you time off. Jayden Daniels, he has to realize his value. He has to. I know, brother is a competitor. He always says that. Remember in the preseason, he ran it for a touchdown in the preseason, and everybody like, "What's wrong with you? It's a preseason." He said, "Hey, I'm out there. I'm here to win." You gotta be smart though. You gotta look at the situation and say, you know what? I am not the biggest dude on the field. I'm not. I'm not the biggest dude on the field. This is my third injury since being in the NFL. Fourth. Sorry. I had one last year, my ribs. I had one with my knee this year. One with my hamstring, and now an elbow. 4 different injuries in less than 2 years in your career. So, and you're so valuable to this organization. Not just your play, your presence. You on the field. You hear anybody talk JD 5 back? Is this a different game when he's on the field? He has to realize his value to the team and be able to take plays off, not off, but live to see another day. Stop taking so many hits. Now, not that play he got tackled. It wasn't him trying to get something extra. It was just a tackle and he tried to hold himself up. But there's times when he tried to get an extra yard on like a second down when it's like, bro, just get down. Get down, live to see another day. So I would say that, but Dan Quinn is far from the hot seat. Far. If we were to get rid of Dan Quinn, Tomo, I would just be like, I'm done. I'm not done, but it's like, come on, man. It's a Daniel Snyder move. Like, you know what I mean? But we ain't got Daniel Snyder in the high chair right now. All right, so I ain't tripping. But he is not on the hot seat.
I agree with you, Joe, on Dan Quinn not being on the hot seat. I do think it's just reactional. I'm cool with you. I don't know how to. If you want to bring the comments up like this,
go keep it like this. Go ahead.
All right, look at me like 10 times easier. Now we can actually flow through the shit. But anyway, right? I'm not with you on. I'm with you on not putting them on the hot seat because again, I forgot all about the Broncos game. I forgot completely about just how you could come back from that many points and win a game. The wild part about me forgetting that is remember I had the Broncos winning the division because of how they're finding ways to win games. Right. And they did it yet again last week too, right? So shout out to the Broncos and what they're doing. I seen the play live. And the first thing I said was, when you see something live, you're like, I hope that's not what it is because it looked nasty, right? And then the camera panned away and it was like, oh, it is. And then he started kicking his leg out because at first I thought it was his leg. Because he ain't playing with the brace no more. So I said, okay, that's why he got a little bit faster too. He took the brace off and started running faster. He must have been watching Forrest Gump. But and And then as he was laying, I was like, "Ooh, that's his arm. I don't want it to be his arm." And then I said, "Oh, it's not his arm; it's his elbow." Freakish play. Like again, like you said, Joe. I don't think it was a read option. I think it probably was a play action. And he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna just take it because I got it." And then, bruh, the Seahawks just made a play. So I'm not mad at that. The question that came about was Dan Quinn having him in the game that late. I think Dan Quinn thought about what you said, Joe, and what you all been saying for the last 2 years. I mean, for the last season. As long as we got JD5, we alive. And this game don't look like it's gonna be too far away because your defense was bad, but they could have got you at least what I say #2 stops, and you probably could have been back in it because it is Sam Darnold. Yes, Sam Darnold was on a tear where he was on a historical type of run that night. Jackson's that boy bad, yo. JN, that boy bad. I'm bad with names. Check out In the Red Corner, but that boy bad. He was cooking last night. It was just like everywhere they went. I mean, not last night, Sunday night. So it was like everywhere he wanted to be. But I think at some point you could have at least got to Sam Darnold and made another play and then potentially made it a closer game. Do I think you all probably win it? Far-fetched. But again, for Dan Quinn, I don't think he made the wrong decision in that moment. I think again, there we go. JSN, I knew call, man. Shout out to HOA. But again, that game was just freakish. Because what happened early in the game? Luke McCaffrey went out with a collarbone. Lattimore goes out with an ACL. And then boom, here comes JD5. It's just like the injuries have been there. Just last week, you had Terry back. Terry's out again. This whole season, Joe, has just been riddled with injuries. But, oh, you on mute.
Sorry to cut you off. Frankie Louisville just got suspended.
For what?
For his third hip drop tackle.
Oh, I thought it was the face paint. He looks scary. But,
Rambo.
That's worse than Rainbow. I don't know who do it, but you need to call somebody. That's just bad. But but yeah, it was just a freakish night for you all. Again, the jerseys. A lot of people just bringing back the omens of what the jerseys was. Kev put it in the comments right there where he was saying, "Can't say dirty play alert." But Kev put it in there, the same spot on the field, same team. It's just the coincidences are always going to be there, but the injuries are totally different. Again, he could come back, right? And some people would say, what you think about?
When people say it was the same spot on the field, I don't know. Because I remember when he got hurt, we were in their territory going towards the right.
RG3 was
Yeah.
in you all, I guess,
From what
the
I remember.
location. Yeah, I guess it's the location of the field.
Well, okay, I don't know, because we were driving and we were scoring on the right side of the field. And RG3 got hurt. We were going to the right side of the field, but we were on their territory though.
Yeah, and you all were winning that game. That was another thing too.
We were losing that game when he got hurt.
Yeah, I thought y'all was winning.
I was up 14 donut, and he got hurt, and then he came out the game. We put Kirk Cousins in, and we threw him back in the game. Kirk Cousins do we didn't score after that. We lost 24-14. When he got hurt, we were losing. That's why they threw him back in the game.
Oh, I thought y'all was winning that game.
But we was up 14. We scored 2 touchdowns in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And then we threw Kirk. He got hurt. Kirk came in the game. We didn't score after that. And then we went down. And then they threw RG3 back in the game while he's already hurt. That's why I'm telling people. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, that's good.
They try to compare the situations. RG3 got hurt that game, and he came back in while still being hurt.
Wait, I thought he got hurt in the Ravens game.
No, he got hurt in the Ravens game, but he set out against the Browns, and we beat the Browns. And he came out with the brace. He was still hurt, and we beat y'all and the Giants. If we go in the playoffs and play the Seahawks, sorry.
Of course, yeah. No, that's how y'all got in the playoffs. Because now you take me back down the dark road. Because Jason, go ahead, Joe.
Shout out to Tony Romo with throwing the London Fletcher. But then we get to the playoffs, and RG3 first 2 drives, we get 2 touchdowns, and he gets hurt on that last touchdown drive. And then Kirk Cousins comes in, and then we don't score again, and we lose 24-14. We lose. I forgot what the score was. We throw him back in the game, and a non-contact injury, he gets hurt. Non-contact. That's why I don't get mad at the coaching staff, because it was non-contact. Like, bro, like you can't get like I get it. If he would have got, I get it. He was hurt. I get it. But it was non-contact. Like,
yeah,
it just happened. Like, but he was already hurt. That's different. Jayden wasn't hurt. He was healthy.
And it's a whole different area of like you said, it's a whole different area of his body. Now, like I said, if it was lower body, then it's like 2 spot on. But again, the internet and people with how they think things are flowing, and you always gotta find a way to connect things. But Joe, I said he may be able to come back. Right now, I want to make sure I'm looking at the right record. Currently, y'all are 3-6, right? Third in the NFC East. I think your next opponent is
Lions.
the Get Back. The Lions are on. They definitely gonna. Oh, and y'all injured this time too. Oh, the roles are reversed. Now, if y'all want to bring something up on Twitter, this is what you could bring up. The roles are reversed now. Y'all got players out, and now they coming in fully healthy, or y'all think y'all going to Detroit. But, Joe, are the Commanders done?
Tomo. You see this?
Is that a white flag? Or is that a T-shirt?
I'm not using this right now, Tomo. When you look at the standings,
Oh,
do you see an X bar name? No. Are we eliminated from the playoffs? No. I'm ride or die. That's who I am. I'm a commander for life. That's where I am, Tomo. I ain't one of these 40 dudes. I wish I got for a second. Sometimes your emotion gets the best of you. It gets the best of you because I was pissed off that night.
I know.
There you go. You know, right? Like that night, I was heated. But Tomo, as long as we are alive, we are alive. Now, a lot of people say they don't want to compare RG3 to Jayden'S. But can you do it now? Can you do it now? Guess what, Tomo? You are 3-6.
I see what you're saying. I knew where you was going.
And you know what happened? Shanahan came in the press conference. You remember this? You mentioned this on the show. We said we got
evaluating.
Basically tryouts, right? We got to evaluate and go for next year. And what happened? We went off and won every single game. Am I saying we're going to do that? And now you would have asked me, Tomo, what's your confidence of y'all making the playoffs? I'm like, you know what? It's kind of small right now. But do we have I'm like that Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber. So you mean there's a chance? That's what I'm at. You mean there's a chance? We have a chance? Huh?
Remember when Griffey was on here and I said it was a baseball movie? It was actually Dumb and Dumber. He was like, so you're saying there's a chance.
There it is. You're saying there's a chance. It's a chance. Give me a chance and I will advance. Throw it on the top of the dome just now. Give me a chance and I will advance. I'm telling you. So I am not going to throw the towel right now. We got Detroit. They on Get Back. And they might say, oh, you're hurt now. Guess what, Tomo? When we played them, they had which side of the football would you say is their best part? Offense or defense?
Last year?
Yeah.
I would have said it would have been the defense, right? Because their offense is kind of
what?
No, their offense. It's their offense. Nah, I'm thinking about it. Their offense.
They led the league in scoring last year.
You know, their defense was good. Nah.
They had a prolific offense. They had 1,000. Bro. Golf was there. Montgomery was there. Diaz was there. St. Brown was there. Laporte was there. The whole offensive linemen were there. They had a whole offensive roster. Defense was depleted. Our defense is depleted even healthy. So I give you that, right? Our defense is depleted, but we ain't got our quarterback, so it's all good. Now, not us having Jayden'S, that might be something psychological and be like, you know what? They ain't got JD5. It's going to be an easy game. This is a trap game for Detroit. Now, am I picking the Commanders to win? I'm not. I think Detroit should win this game. But this could be a potential trap game. We all playing at home too. So, no! I am not throwing I should get do I got a lighter? Let me burn this towel because I ain't burning right now. I am not burning right now. Until I see an X next to the Commanders, we are still in the fight.
As long as it's not an X next to y'all name in the standings.
Yes.
But there's an X in your name right there, right behind you, Joe. So you might be done, son. You know what? I don't. It's Mariota. If you think, if you all had a better backup, I would be with you, Joe. But Mariota, like I said, in every game he's played in, he's had a turnover, right? And already, what you said about your defense, right, is the fact that even healthy, sometimes y'all play depleted. I'm only saying that because when we talk about the Cowboys, I got a lot to say about just your defense because at least you all can get to the quarterback. Last night we got to the quarterback. Anyway, we're not talking about that, right? You got Mariota. Then I think you do take a step up because of Lattimore being out. Because remember what everyone was saying, y'all need to bench him. He's your biggest. He's the reason why. So here's another sign or another example in the season about Joe Witt, right? Because if Lattimore's not out there and then the other guys start balling, me and DeCorey's gonna have another conversation. Because I'm like, I told you it was personnel. I'm just saying, sometimes one guy can make a difference. So here we go, right? But again, that one guy probably could make the difference on defense, and then you just catch Detroit at a bad time. They come into DC, you all could win that one. But you said the standings, right? I'm looking at who you lost to. You lost to Green Bay. That's an NFC team. You lost to Atlanta. That's another NFC team. You lost to the Bears, NFC, Cowboys. Well, right now the Cowboys really don't matter as far as you all trying to. Well, as far as being close, but that's a divisional game. You lost to Seattle. That's another conference game as well. So conference games is where it's really going to make a difference because look at the NFC West. They balling.
They are.
Look at the NFC North. They balling. A lot of NFC South is 50-50. But right now you're looking at, I just named 2 divisions where it could possibly be at least 3 teams that come out of there. And I did the same thing on the Cowboys end, so that's why I'm saying it for you, Joe. Technically, how it's going to be for either one of us to just try to make the playoffs is if somebody tanks from one of these divisions or the Eagles have another mental lapse. That's the only way I can see us making. We can make the run, but as far as getting into the playoffs, is going to be a lot of help because of those conference games that you lost. So with that being said, I think you all are done.
I'm not, that makes sense. But like you said, I wrote this down too. Lattimore, right? Like you said, Smiles, hey, get healthy, Lattimore. We don't risk injuring nobody. I was calling you to be benched, though. I'm not going to fake Lattimore. I was calling you to be benched. So
I'll do that all day.
Also, Joe Witt Jr., they're making a switch. Joe Witt Jr. would now be on the field, not in the booth, to see how much of a difference that will be. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. So I think before Dan Quinn make any changes, he want to at least do that. And maybe that can make a big difference. I mean, you saw it firsthand, Tomo. Remember when Mike McCarthy got sick and he couldn't coach, and Dan Quinn was on the field as a head coach? What happened? Y'all turned up defensively against the Falcons. I remember that. Or against the Saints and New Orleans. I remember Dan Quinn with his hat backwards on the field, normally in the booth. And the team turned up for him. It's different when the coach is around. You know what I mean? Hold you accountable. Look in your eye, touch you. In the booth, you can't do that. So I get it. I want to see what happens with that. And Detroit, you said in the chat yesterday, Tom, on doing the game. One thing I know about Cliff Kingsbury, when Marcus Mariota plays, they run the ball more. You know what you said? That's a fact.
Joe, I'm glad you said it. Go ahead, keep talking.
That's a fact. Detroit right now is 13th in rushing yards, and they're like middle of the pack in yards per attempt, as far as teams, right? But the thing is, and then so my thing is, they not a great rush defense. If we could go in there, not go in there, go home, run the ball, control possessions, and it's a possibility, bro. That's all I gotta say. It's a possibility we can get this win. We just need one win. Right now, we're on a 4-game losing streak, and last 3 games we lost by 20 plus points. Like I don't. Tomo, this is not like even the Commanders with Taylor Heineke. We didn't go through stuff like this. Like we would edge out like losses. Like it would be close and then we'll give it up at the end. Like it wouldn't be like blowouts back to back to back, which is crazy. I'm not used to this. So we are hungry, destined for a win. We just need one. We get one win. That's all we need.
Brother Jacob, they hope they can beat the Lions as well. I that's why I said it. They hope as well. That's another team that's down here with us, Joe, that could potentially, that's in the way. The Vikings.
They just beat Detroit.
And that's what I don't know, Joe. Yeah, and it was like the Vikings was giving it to them too.
Yeah,
it wasn't like the Vikings was just beating them because they in a division. Like it was personal.
I feel like this Detroit game, it could either be a blowout, they could blow us out, or we could win a close game.
And then after that, I got to fly to Spain to play Miami.
And look, we got Miami didn't buy. Carl said, "Sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. You cut.
Yeah.
I mean, Carl also. Sorry, Carl. Carl also said the Steelers would cook with the Colts, and look what happened. Did anybody see that coming? I'm just
Carl
saying.
did.
No, he didn't. Carl
No,
thought
not the Steelers. No, not the Steelers. He wished, he knew the
Ray
downfall of
Jones.
Daniel Jones. It was just that it happened that game. Like he just
And
kept
look,
saying it.
ask him how you feel about Jared Goff.
Mm. Well, Carl, tell us how you feel about Jared Goff. Right there in the
NFC
comments.
Championship game. What happened?
Well, Joe, from one sad NFC East team to another. Usually you play 52 pickup. They did 27 card pickup because that's exactly what Jacoby Brissett went down to Dallas and did. He put up 27 on the Dallas Cowboys after the Dallas Cowboys came off an embarrassing loss to the Denver Broncos, where you have the number one offense and the defense needs to do this, the defense needs to do that, and then boom, Monday night comes and your offense does absolutely nothing for your defense. Joe, I'm trying to get back into that mood where I was at when we lost, because I was ready to do the show and I was gonna come on here with the ski mask and tell you, look, man, I'm robbing everybody of their playoff hopes, because at this point that's the only thing we can do, because we ain't going. I still don't think we're going to the playoffs, but after that game last night, I sat there and said, Kev said something funny in the chat. It was funny. It was hurtful then, but it was funny, because Dak definitely went from the MVP conversation to playing for the top 10 pick in the draft. And I was like, I don't want to hear all that right now, Kev. I'm upset. Javonte Williams ran for 83 yards. You think about it going into the game. You're like, Kyler Murray's not playing. You know his record at AT&T Stadium, and technically he's still undefeated at AT&T Stadium, even though he didn't start. Technically, he's still undefeated. He brought that good juju. But then you think about all the spectacles that went into the game. Jerry on first take. Michael Irvin can do first take. That's cool. Jerry going on first take. And then Jerry talking to Stephen A. Stephen A. sitting up in the booth. And it's like, well, how does this have the effect on the players? Well, Jerry said that there was going to be a trade made, and maybe some players actually outperformed because, Joe, we got a punt block. They blocked a punt. They scored. Like, the defense showed up. It got so bad that my hashtag 2 stops, I had to stop joking and actually say, they got 2 stops. Like, that's all we need. So I'm looking at the defense saying, okay, well, you all can do this. But then I had to sit back and look at my offense, Joe, and I'm like, CD comes back. George Pickens is here. We already knew the chemistry that Dak and CD have. So the chemistry between Dak and George Pickens has to pick up. CD gets hurt. You see the chemistry gets there, and it's like, boom, well, I know what George Pickens can do. He's going to be the electrifying boost for this team. Because if you think about the years of the Cowboys when their offense was staggering, they never had somebody they could throw the ball to and get everybody amped up. That first drive, you got GP, you got CD, you got Williams. Everybody's doing it. And then you get into the red zone and then you just falter out. Some people are mad that they went for it on fourth down. Some people are like, well, if you look at the defense, you know you got to go for points at all time. But then some people say, well, 3 points is points. And then you go back and look and like, well, you can have 3 points. And then Cardinals get the ball, come down, score 7, and now it's 7-3. We've seen this before. The offense was just out of spurts. And then late in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys found a way. But guess what happened in that fourth quarter, Joe? They got the ball to George Pickens. Offense picked up.
Gave y'all a spark.
Gave us a spark. Gave us a fumble too, but he gave us a spark. I'm glad we got the ball back. Funny thing about that game is George Pickens fumbles, Javonte Williams recovers. As the Cowboys score, it goes 17-27. Cowboys on another run. Everybody like, here you go, Dak. You can make it happen again. Dak throws a quick check down. Javonte Williams fumbles. And we all know what the hot mic said. The hot mics was going crazy in the Cowboys game. There was another one. There was one early in the game. I don't think nobody heard it, but they were saying, I think Javonte had scored. No, when they did the tush push, right, for Jacoby Brissett, all I heard was, man, they basically calling everybody vaginas. I was like, man, hey, cut the mic. Then I'm like, is y'all gonna fight back? They calling y'all names.
I know, right?
Like, hey, what's wrong with y'all? Then Javonte fumbles, and then you can go look it up on the internet. So for me, I was just looking at the game, and I was like, man, the Cowboy season is over. We ain't got to do a topic about it. The playoffs is done. You 3-5-1. looking at the same landscape that I just told Joe about the Commanders with the defense, with the players that you had in place at the moment, there's no way you can make a run at this. So going into the bye week, I was just like, glad it's a bye week. I ain't got to watch them next week. YouTube TV took away ESPN. So the fact that I even had to find ways to watch this game made me even more mad that they lost the game. Because I'm like, well, I could have just act like I didn't even see it. Joe, take it away.
Yo, I mean, it's funny because how y'all start the game off. On the first drive, you threw it to Pickens for a first down. And then you threw it to CD Lamb for a first down. I'm like, okay, the offense humming. Y'all get into the goal line. Y'all go for a fourth. Dak takes a sack. In hindsight, looking back, y'all probably like, we should have just took the points. You know what I mean? If we knew the game would have went how it went. And that's multiple times y'all probably felt like we should have took the points. You know what I mean? But I think what the offense, it looks bad because y'all depend so much on the offense because of how bad the defense is. When the offense not scoring 30, it looks worse than what it is because y'all so horrible on defense. You saw Marvin Harrison, he put Bland in the blend. I mean, he put him in the blend.
Day.
Like Charlotte DK Metcalf. You know what I mean? Remember DK had a career night on Bland on Sunday night?
Actually, Joe, you know what? Go ahead, because I need therapy, man. This team.
Go ahead.
Because I was going to say, you know what? Joe, think about it like this, bro. Russell Wilson, career year, career day.
Dang.
Bo Nix, career.
Oh, my goodness.
Jacoby Brissett, taking the starting job. Let me go down the list. Because the only player that we made look average, which we all know is average, is Jordan Love.
AJ Brown, too.
I'm not gonna say he average.
No, he not average. I made him look average though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that
below average.
He did look like a tight end that night. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get.
He had 6 yards. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, they've been taking shots. You right. Yeah, tight end. That's why he been mad all this time. He like, look what everybody doing against the Cowboys, and y'all did this to me. Caleb Williams, spark. Rico Dowdle, spark. I mean, Justin Fields. I would say the only two players that we made look average that are average are Jordan Love and Justin Fields. Everybody else had a career day against the Dallas Cowboys.
But Jordan Love was pretty okay.
I just say that because he average. Okay. Everybody say he top 5, but he's average. I'm sorry. I don't believe in him. And then look what happened in the Panthers game. He throwing the punt interceptions. I told y'all. Jordan Love. I ain't never heard Michael call Dak out like that. He may have not put him in his top 10, but I ain't never seen him call him out like that. But nah, that's what I was saying, Joe. Everybody's having career days against this team. Marvin Harrison Jr. Go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got much to say. Like, basically, I feel like y'all offense, it wasn't horrible. It looked horrible because the defense was horrible. The offense couldn't make up for the defensive slack. And Jacoby Brissett, I want to say he looks much better in his offense than Kyler Murray. I said it on our preseason panels that Kyler Murray, this should be a make or break year for him with the Cardinals. And Kyler Murray, is he more talented than Jacoby? Yes. And it's kind of like what we saw from Andy Dalton. Remember he came in for Bryce Young, and he just looked like he could run this offense better than Bryce Young. Then Bryce Young watched, learned, and then he came in the game, and he's been better than C.J. Stroud. Kyler Murray is what, in his 6th year now? Can we say that Kyler Murray is going to do that? But as far as back to the Cowboys, the defense, man, I think y'all defense is actually worse than ours, bro. Like, yeah. Watching us against Sam Darnold last night or Sunday night, it was horrible. But watching y'all, Tomo, it was crazy, bro. Like, every time they ran the ball, I felt like before the first contact, it was like 5 yards deep into the play. Like, it was terrible. Like a run play. Like, they hand the ball off, nobody touches him until 5 or 6 yards later. It was horrible. And the tackling was terrible. So we're gonna talk about y'all move y'all made. I know that's a great movie I made, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's not. I still think that's not enough. Like, watching what happened yesterday, it's like, yo, it's a lot I gotta fix on the defensive side of the ball. But like I said, the way y'all started the game off, throwing the Pickens, throwing the CD, but then not getting on 4th down, that kind of killed like this. You know, I feel like I would have scored right there. It would have gained some momentum for y'all offensively for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and just to answer, we was talking about the Cowboys and Cardinals. We was just doing a quick recap, but I want to tell. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna close out and talk about the trade that the Cowboys made. Right when you was talking about George Pickens and CD, and remember I put it in the chat. I was like George Pickens, and some people gonna kill me, but I said George Pickens is Steph, and CD is Clay.
Wait, you did say that.
Right. And then I said our defense is Draymond. And I meant it because I seen what you said about my quarterback, Draymond. Just when I gave you some hope, just when I gave you some props, and you come out and said that. That's why I said our defense is Draymond. It's very talkative, but ain't no action. Anyway. And I know Carl's somewhere typing it up right now. But George Pickens gets the offense ignited just by the way he plays, the physicalness, right? And CD is more of the laid back type of guy, but he's still gonna turn up when he can because he knows what he's capable of, right? And I heard it from another Cowboy content creator, so I just don't want to steal his idea, but it made sense because he didn't explain it when he said get the Stephen Clay effect, like that's what the coach needs to get. It's one of those who got the hot hand, right? And if George Pickens is on, then that's where we need to go. And if CD is on, then that's where we need to go. And it's nights like last night where you got to do that, right? And I'm mad I can see the comments on the screen now because I could have totally ignored that, right? but it's just nights like that. And then it's moments, and you can see even Dak notices it now. I think Dak has the symmetry between the two, where he's just like, all right, we need a big play. I'm gonna go to George Pickens, right? Just to get the offense riled up. But if I need to scramble out, and I know where my boy gonna be at because the chemistry between him and CD when he rolled out of the pocket and CD said, "Oh, just throw it up," and they got that big play, that's there. So it's just like they just need to take this bye week and really figure it out on where they're gonna go with it because right now my tight end Ferguson is not a third option. And Turpin just go to returns. I'm not gonna say too much because they're not gonna use me in a court of law. So yeah. So speaking of defenses, right? I want to say Dallas defense finally is making plays, but Dallas is finally making some plays. Joe, it was announced early today, to start off the day, right after you lose against the Cardinals, that the Cowboys are trading for Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals. And the entire world was just like, whatever. Like, what are we going to do with that? They trade for Logan Wilson for a 7th round pick. And as the day goes on, calls keep coming in, trades keep going out. And then I can't give you the exact time because I was on a work call, but I just know it was around maybe between 2 and 3 that the call comes in that the Cowboys traded for defensive tackle from the New York Jets, Quentin Williams. I don't know what to say in this moment. Dallas gave up Mozzie Smith, a 2026 second round pick, and a 2027 first round pick. First things first, Mozzie, thank you for everything that you've done for the Dallas Cowboys. Go be great with the Jets. I want to give a special thank you out to Michael Parsons. Oh, yeah. Joe, didn't y'all call me on a random day when Michael Parsons got traded? Mm-hmm. And we did a random Cowboy, not even random. We did a alert Cowboy panel,
emergency meeting,
emergency State of the Union type of. Hey, we need to talk. My boy Worm came on, and the negativity cloud was there. You heard what he said. When is Jerry gonna do something to make the fans want to stand up and say thank you, Jerry? When is Jerry gonna actually give us something to cheer for? His words were, "I have season tickets at the Commanders." At the Commanders game, and I'm more excited to go see them. I don't know how excited you are now, but I was trying to be the voice of reason. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I'm like, hey man, we got Kenny Smith, Osa, something might happen. We got first round picks, man. Let's just wait it out. Boy, am I glad I waited, Joe. When I tell you, how long have we been doing Refuse to Lose?
3 years now together.
3 years together.
It's been out for 4.
I think, and my first year hosting, I was in the car. You said, Tom, what do the Cowboys need to go do? I said, the Cowboys need to go get a defensive tackle. They had traded for one. He played for 2 years, and he was gone. I said, we need a defensive tackle. The day we get a defensive tackle that can come in and help us actually stop the run, we're going to be okay. I'm thinking Mike is still going to be around, but he's not. But now, we got nothing but defensive tackles. Kenny Smith, Osa, Kenny Clark. My bad. Kenny Smith. I don't know. I must be thinking about the NBA. But Kenny Clark. We got 3 defensive tackles now with a young rookie Donald Ezraku, and I know he's starting to flash more and more. So this is going to help with that interior presence. Logan Wilson is also going to help as well as being that linebacker. But I also want to let people know, while we celebrate, just remember that the players that they're trading for fits Eberflus's type of scheme. So we got some names. I mean, be prepared, but Eberflus will probably be here next year, unless the Commanders want to fire Dan Quinn and he want to come back home. But other than that, Joe, I am ecstatic about this one. We finally got a defensive tackle. Like I said, I've been asking for this for years. Outside of a number 2 receiver, a defensive tackle is something that the Cowboys have always needed. They've always overlooked it. They tried to fix it with Mozzie Smith. Again, I don't know what happened in that situation. I think, like I said, new scenery for him will be good. But to trade away Michael Parsons and get back another top 10, I'm gonna say top 5 defensive tackle, but another one of the best defensive players in the league, Jerry Jones. Everything I've said about you in the last 3 months, I take it back. Go ahead, Joe. It's all you, man. You on mute, Joe.
I think that was a great trade. You got the clapping emote. Can you put the clapping sound on for Jerry? He deserved that. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, where's that? I'm about to give him the drum roll.
He's on the road. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was unexpected. This is not what Jerry does. Like last year, remember you got traded for Ringo? Was it
Mingo?
John? Was that last year?
Yeah.
When everybody's making splashes, boom, 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 and then y'all got traded for him. Is he still on the roster? Like
he got hurt. He coming off injury reserve, but he did.
Okay, so the fact that he went out and got Logan Wilson, which you came on the show and said go get him, so I'm gonna give you props for that. And y'all went and got Quentin Williams, which is good. He's only 27 years old. He's still young. You know, he still is in his youth. And he's like stepping into his prime. He's probably in his prime right now. And he was playing for an organization that's like y'all. Like the Jets are like the Cowboys. Like they get a lot of media attention for no reason. And people want to see them win. But the difference was they didn't have great quarterback play. Like their team always relied on the defense.
They didn't have what?
Good quarterback play.
No, you say great, but go ahead.
I say great.
Yeah.
That was playing great this year. So great quarterback play. So just like the 40 people that's watching. But the thing is, Quentin Williams, he always depended on the defense. They had to hold it down, and they still got 7 wins. He used to that. He's not used to playing for a team when they are playing ahead. They're playing ahead, and they can just go after the quarterback. So this is a better situation for him playing for the Star. And the thing now is the DNs, what they gonna do? You said it in the chat. You said Dante Fowler, like you got no more excuses. Like now you gotta really perform. Y'all turn Michael Parsons basically to Clark, Williams, and the first round pick, basically.
Yeah.
See, y'all still got a first round pick from the Green Bay Packers. So
who won that trade?
It's looking pretty good right now. So he did not. Don't get me wrong. He threw in the second in there too to get Quentin Williams, but still, like y'all basically turn Micah into that, which I think is a good thing. And the base of the trade is whoever is a higher seed, the lower seed, they get that draft pick between y'all and the Packers. All right, but I'm still worried about the DBs. Now I do feel like that move helps y'all with the run. But Quentin Williams could be disruptive in the pass game too. Kind of like a Jayden Carter. He's not as good as Jayden Carter in my opinion. But he
about to be. I'm sorry. my Cowboy fan came out. My bad.
But he is going next to Clark though. You know what I mean? So Clark is a good DT, but he can be disruptive in the passing game. But those DNs gonna have to come through. Y'all gonna have to get pressure on the quarterback because y'all DBs ain't doing the job for real. So, but
for real at all.
All right. But long term, this is good because y'all didn't trade for an old piece. He's still young. So this is long term. So Y'all got him, and going into next year, still with the next year first round pick, because y'all traded a 2026, I think, second round pick.
2027. Yeah, 2026, second round.
Second. So y'all still got y'all
2027
2027 first. You know what I mean? Y'all got y'all's and the Packers, right?
No, we traded a 2027 first.
It was 2027. Yeah, you got y'all 2026 though. Still,
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So next year, y'all still got 2 firsts. So
no, we only got 1.
you got yours in the Packers.
You said next year, 2027.
2026.
Oh, I'm tripping. It's 2025.
Look, you're too excited, man.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, Joe.
You're too excited. You know what I mean? Ain't Deron Bland 26?
6, 7.
That's why you keep mixing it up. You know what I mean? 6. You know. So, anyways,
he gave up 6. Go ahead.
7 points.
Not for real.
But yeah, I like the trade, Tomo. I'm only happy because if we can't do it, y'all can probably do it. Challenge Philly. like for real. Like I was with you. I'm like, dang, man, we hurt. Cowboys, y'all defense not as good.
There's nothing we can do.
And it's like, dang, the Eagles about to run with this division. But y'all making this trade. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. But I still think Philly is gonna win it. But I think so too.
Yeah, no, even if they were to tuned in right now, the Eagles fans, like, we're not sitting up here saying that y'all gonna lose the division because the Cowboys made a trade. Because at the end of the day, it's still 3-5. What is it? 3-5-1. Like now, the Cowboys is like 4-5 wins. And I'm like, hey, hold up now, we might be coming. But again, with the bye week, Philly made trades. We about to talk about them right now, which is a good segue. I mean, well, technically, you want to. Let's talk about the Jets before we talk about Philly. But Philly did make a trade, so they helped their team as well. But we got to talk about the team that traded away Quentin Williams, right? Because I would say it's a reset. Before Quentin Williams got dealt, who a lot of people didn't really think it was going to be Quentin Williams that would be traded. I mean, his name was out there. It was Jermaine Johnson that a lot of people had the speculation of. But one name, Garrett Wilson, came out a while, but I think that was more so just because of quarterback play. But another name that just came out of nowhere, out of left field.
Sauce that's crazy.
To the Colts. They say the Colts, they basically got now, what is it, 3? Oh, no, the Colts now got 3 2027. No, that's the Jets. They got 3 2027 picks. But the Cardinals the Colts traded for Sauce Gardner. Joe, then he came on here, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 weeks? About 4 or 5 weeks. We do 2 shows a week. So I think that was about maybe 3, 4, I'm going to say 4 weeks ago. And said the Colts were going to the Super Bowl. We sat back and was like, man, I mean, Jonathan Taylor doing his thing, but you trust Danny Dimes? Man, we going to the Super Bowl. Joe, what does Sauce Gardner being added to the Colts do for them?
Tomo, that's a huge. Sauce Gardner is still he's still like a top 5 corner. He's still top 3 probably. Like he's still in the elite corner. I saw a stat today. It said a receiver have. I don't want to read it wrong, but I think I saw, and there hasn't been a receiver that had 2 catches on him all year. This year.
That makes sense.
Which is crazy.
That makes sense.
That's actually elite, And I look at the Colts. Guess what, Tomo? The Colts are second to last in completions allowed per game. Second to last. So they immediately address that, just like that. Boom. That's like, you talking about addressing the need? See, you said it's Tomo. This the beauty of the owner putting that headset on, man.
Come on now.
You know what? Go ahead, Tomo. Go ahead. I know. Go ahead. You said it. You know what I mean?
Also, I just want to know. I thought I had it. It's out of order, but the Colts sent 2 first-round picks and a wideout, Adonai Mitchell for Sauce.
Yeah, Adonai Mitchell. Yep. The receiver.
But when I more so said it because the way she was hands on and how she approached it, right? Excuse me. And it was the fact that she said, I only have the headset on so I can learn more about the game. So then as the week, like she said, the weeks went on, I started understanding the calls and where people need to be at and things like that. So can you imagine her sitting in the room with the coaches that day and saying, you know what, what's our ranking at in pass defense? And like you said, second to last, and it's like, okay, let's look around the landscape. It's the trade deadline. Let's see if we can just make a call. And the fact that they made a call. Remember when the Jets was playing? I think it was in London, and Sauce had a moment. I think no, it wasn't in London. It was when they played the Cowboys. Sauce had a moment with Aaron Glenn.
Okay.
With Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder what that's about. Right? Never paid it no mind. Fast forward the London game, it was Wilson who had the issue with Aaron Glenn also. It was more so about the play call. I was like, it's something there. But then when you think about Aaron Glenn and the Jets, it's like, you know what, new head coach, I got my way of coaching. You think about what the Detroit Lions is, it's like, I understand sauce is sauce, but sometimes with a new regime, you want to bring in your type of guys, your scheme. And the fact that they got 2 first-round picks back and a wide receiver, they're trying to build because the Jets need a quarterback. And they're like, you know what, we need to throw everything at the wall for a quarterback. So shout out to them for understanding that, hey, I need to get rid of some of these pieces in order for us to make a team. But Sauce going to the coach, Joe, I agree with you. Like, I would say it's a great play by both ownerships. Like, I know I'm not the guy to say you should trade away one of your best defensive players and see how things work out, but it's the NFL. And it's a win-now league. You got to build you a team for longevity. Look at what's going on in the division. Miami doesn't know what they're going to be in the next few years. You see the Patriots with the quick turnaround and the coach. The Bills, I mean, they got Josh Allen, so you got to go up against these things. You're going to need a quarterback in that division. So I'm not mad at it, but then some people going to say, well, you need a cornerback to stop him. I'm like, yeah, but you can get a cornerback before you get a quarterback.
Facts.
So
they got
yeah, and I'm not mad at it for both teams. So yeah, shout out to the coach. Shout out to the ownership for taking a step down. Now I really want to see how it's going to turn up now because now the expectations will just keep going up.
I'm pretty sure she was in that room with the GM and part of that conversation.
Oh, definitely.
You know what's going on. So that's dope.
Most definitely. Now, Joe, do we want to touch on, another NFC East team?
Yeah, we could.
Hold up. I'm joking. Ain't no shit.
Look for a second. What's going on?
Now, that's what they were saying when how we made these few calls, right? It's been speculated, Joe, that a lot of GMs are not trying to do business with Howie now. I guess the word has gotten out. They feel as though they're getting fleeced in some of these deals. I mean, it's after the fact. We really don't know. But the Eagles do have a stockpile of picks. Coming into the season, the question with the Eagles was what? Secondary. I know they always talked about their front seven, but everybody said the secondary. Oh, we got Quinton Mobay, we got Cooper DeJean, and then the safeties. But we were just like, okay, so who's the nickel receiver? If you're in a NFL chat, we have Eagle fans there. Shout out to Kev, AJ, and Blaze. But the one thing they always talk about was the nickel corner. I think they traded for one earlier from the Raiders. He played at Maryland. I don't think that worked out there. So then the Ravens found a way to get Jair Alexander. They signed him, but I guess things didn't work out there. Eagles trade for Jair Alexander. They also traded for, I think they had Michael Carter.
Michael Carter II, yeah.
Michael Carter II. And they also called the Dolphins. Excuse me. They also called the Dolphins and got pass rusher Jalen Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, I'm going to be negative on this topic, so I want to see if you're going to be positive. How you feel?
One on time. Carl.
You just had a Chipotle ready, Carl. I hope. The way we've been playing. But, Joe, how you feel about these moves, man? Did Howie do it again?
Man, Howie is the best general manager in the NFL. Best. I mean, what do we need? Oh, we need some DBs. Let's go get a young DB from the Jets. Michael Carter Jr. Michael Carter basically, but the second for a 7th round pick. I mean, Tomo, he's legit, bro. Like I remember in the offseason, I wanted us to go get him,
That's true.
and they got him. Then they went and got John Alexander. People might poo-poo on that. First of all, Vic Fangio and with the Ravens they got going over there is two different things. Let me say that. Sorry, Carl, but y'all DC compared to the Eagles DC ain't the same. And Jair won't be asked to be on a number 2 or 1 receiver because they thinking about putting Cooper the G on the outside so they can put Martin Carl Jr. on the inside. So Jair is like
You're a
he's
rotational
just like an
piece?
extra guy. Huh? You said what?
Like a rotational piece?
Yeah, basically. But they got him for a 7th-round pick too.
I didn't even think about that.
But Phillips, man, that was another big pickup. I mean, you got one dude retiring, you go get him. Like, come on. First, they made it move to go get Zaire, right? Is his first name Zaire, right? The pass rusher. That was with the Lions, and he went with the Eagles.
Oh, Zadarius.
Jadarius. That's Zaire. Jadarius Smith. That's what it is. They went and got Jadarius Smith, and we all were like, that's a good move. And then he retires. We laughing. He retired. Y'all so trash. He retired. Then when got Phillips from the Dolphins. And DeVore said it best, man. Phillips is really good player. He could be a Pro Bowl next year. Very promising player. So the Eagles, man, I mean, Howie gets it done. He finds out what the team needs and he makes it happen. I think it's an A+ across the board. It kind of just rejuvenates the team. Vic Fangio is going to put them in the right spots. And the Eagles, man, they just reloaded and they just doing what Eagles do.
You ready?
Go ahead. You say you're being negative, right? Go ahead.
There we go. The Eagles are so bad in that locker room. Zadarius Smith got signed, played 1 game, led them in sacks, and said, I'm going home. The Eagles are so bad. Zadarius Smith went home. They had to get Brandon Graham from the newsroom to say, hey, bro, we need you back. He talking about something. Nah, I want to come back. You want to go back? Jersey don't even fit you no more. Jersey don't even fit like it used to, Brandon. Like, what you doing? They had to go with him, right? So then they go into the bye week. They said Brandon Graham, 99 years old. And I can't really crack jokes because Calais Campbell was 50 and he got 2 sacks on my quarterback. So at the end of the day, I keep telling people, you can go get an old defensive tackle, just have them fall on somebody twice. I promise you it's going to work. It's going to work. And Brandon Graham going to get 2. They sat back in practice and said, we not about to do this. We need some speed. The Dolphins feel like the culture is done there. It's already burnt to the ground. They're like, let's go get somebody. Vic say, I got a guy. We can either go get Chubb or we can go get Phillips. Howie probably made a call for 2 of them. They said, I mean, what you want for Jalen? And he's like, Hurts? We ain't trading Jalen Hurts. He's like, no. Jalen Phillips. He's like, yeah. We'll take him. We'll give you a 7th-round pick. The Ravens, I heard though, Joe. I heard, and Carl, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that Jair was on the brink of getting cut. So I don't know how true this is, but I'm just going off of what I heard as I was scrolling through Instagram. He was on the brink of getting cut. So the fact that the Eagles called, this is how you know how he is in tune. So I'm with you on him being a good GM because that's being in tune on, oh, they might get rid of him. How about we just give you some draft capital before you let him go? We'll give you a 7th-round pick, and now you bring Jair in. Where I didn't know was that they was going to use him as a rotational piece. I thought they was going to put him on the outside with Quinyon and then keep Cooper on the inside so they could actually have that nickel. It still was funny to me because they went and got Jair, and Twitter is funny. Somebody said them going to get Jair is like when they went to go get Julio Jones.
Oh, not for but, and also, I forgot that Phillips, Vic Fangio was a DC for the Dolphins. I forgot about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's why the connection is there, and they already know. I guess he knows the potential in the player. So you get Phillips with Nolan and Jalen Carter. As long as he's not spitting on people, you got something there, Joe. But I want to take a turn right quick. I've been saying it in the chat. I don't know how many people have been paying any attention, right? Shout out to Vaughn and AJ for doing the one of them ones debate as far as Jalen Hurts, right? I'm going to ask you this on air, AJ, and I'm going to ask you this again, and I'm going to keep throwing it out there. How do people feel about Troy Aikman? Because when people bring up Troy Aikman and they got the slander for him, but some people defend him, Cowboy fans, some defend him, some just be like, look, he was the bus driver, he was this, he was that. That's Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. You could take it as a negative or you could take it as a positive, but at the end of the day, if you think about how the 90s Cowboys was constructed, and I'm having my best Kev moment right now, because if you think about how the Cowboys was constructed, what did they have, Joe? Good wide receiver, run game, offensive line, defense. Boom. And all they needed Troy to do was what? Not mess it up. Jalen Hurts. Kill me in the reels later, but when you go back and look at that Netflix documentary, the Eagles are constructed as the 90s Cowboys was, and Jerry is trying to get back there.
I mean, at least your boy led the league in completion percentage 1 year. He did do that. So
who?
Tragman. He led the league in completion percentage 1 year. So
you're right, because all his records got something to do with actually passing the ball. Yeah, I'm mad at them, bro. I'm sorry, bro. They've been taking too many shots at my team lately, bro. Every time they bring up Jalen Hurts' name, all his records include rushing.
Yeah, total touchdowns.
It don't never had nothing where it's just him passing the ball. It's always and rushing. What? He's the first quarterback to throw for 10 touchdowns and ran for 5. What? I bet he is. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
I know. You saw how easy it was for Jacoby to do the tush push?
It was easy for Jacoby all night. When you were talking about them averaging 7 yards a run, they was averaging 12 yards a pass. Everything was open. I wouldn't bring Kyler back neither.
Right. He's like, yeah, he's still healthy. He working on himself. That man probably ready to go. Like, no, let's take another week off.
And then next week, Jacoby gonna look like a backup quarterback, and then I'm like, you know what, we gotta bring Kyler back. I'm like, it was just the Cowboys, bro. Like, that's just what it is. You want to get your
good though. Last 3 games, I will give him that.
Yeah, but they lost, Joe. They lost 5 games. 4. They lost 5 in a row, but they lost 4 of those games by the fourth quarter alone, getting outscored in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, remember we talked about that when they lost to the 49ers. It was like, it was Seahawks. It was like, they losing all this game by 1 possession.
And then they found the possession. They said, give me that. Jalen Williams is.
I know, if y'all would have got it to 1 possession, y'all would have won, but they beat y'all by 2 possessions.
The Cowboys would have scored, but did you, when you was listening to the broadcast, I know we about to get out of here, right? And we won't talk about real quick. I just want to say, when you was listening to the broadcast, as the Cowboys started getting the momentum, they kept panning to Gannon, and they was like, you got to think this team is just like, not again.
I know, right?
Not again. And then the Cowboys kept getting first downs, and it was just like, bro, they going to do this again. And then they called that penalty on George Pickens. It was like, oh, well, we might have a chance. So.
Yeah, or remember one game that running back didn't even or the DB. It was defense. He didn't even let the ball. He let the ball go before he hit the end zone, and it turned into a safety or a fumble, whatever it was. But yeah.
Hey, Carl, who y'all traded for? I'm sorry, bro. I'm on Bliss. I'm at Bliss. I don't. Oh, they went and got a pass rusher. My bad, y'all. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. They did, yo. They did make a move, Joe. I'm sorry.
They did. I mean, Carl, for real, y'all don't have a personnel issue. I'm sorry.
But they went and got, but it's they went and got, because we're going to talk about Shaheed. Remember, we said we're going to do this, going to be quick, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Ravens did go get these, come on, people, why we got to do this? Basically, they got Draymond Jones from Tennessee in exchange for 2026 conditional 5th round pick. Who's going to help them with their pass rush as well. So there we go.
Yeah, but my thing with y'all, Carl, and quickly we can talk about it now. My thing with y'all, Carl, is that y'all issue is not personnel. Your issue is literally I don't know, scheme. I have no idea. Cause y'all have. I'm looking at y'all roster. Y'all got the pieces.
I think it goes back to what I was saying about with Joe, right? Joe Witt. I think Joe Witt is personnel. I think they have the personnel. I think they issue is what the Corey's issue is with Joe Witt. I think it's the play calling at times.
Yeah,
because they got the players. It's just like, bro, what are we doing right now?
You know what that it's some personnel. Yeah. Y'all also have y'all also got some injuries too. I will give you that, Carl. I got some injuries. But yeah.
That is both.
It's everything.
Hey man, you watch the team closer than we do. We just say that's why we use the chats, man. We use y'all as leverage for what we're gonna talk about on these shows. Joe, Kellen Moore traded a wide receiver, and you know he like throwing the ball. They traded Rashid Shaheed to the. I'm glad you wait. I don't know. Are you glad they waited to this game to the Seattle Seahawks? What is it? They traded to Shaheed from New Orleans for 2 mid-round picks. Wow, mid-round
That's
picks.
crazy.
Not saying they mid, but mid-round meaning fourth and fifth and 2026. Joe, what does this do for the Seahawks?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that that's a lot for him
A fourth and fifth?
because he has an injury issue. He's on and off the field. And the fourth and the fifth in the NFL time all could turn to some jewels. 2 picks in the NFL barrels. Like, come on, man. Like Michael Carter the second went for a seventh. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And he was basically their second best cornerback over there at the Jets, and he the second best receiver. But he is teaming back up with his old offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak from last year, and I know you said I wish that they didn't have him last on Sunday. You're right, because remember what he did at y'all? Like he burnt y'all up. I'm not trying to like
No,
troll
that's
you,
it's good ping
but
pong
like
because I took a shot and then you found a way to get me back. I forgot all about that. I tried to bury that.
yo, he was a deep threat. Like he was nice, but
Cooking.
he just be getting banged up. He be getting hurt. So I like the pick. I like the situation for the Seahawks. Seahawks really believe that they can do something with Sam Darnold this year. Sam Darnold's actually playing good too. And we'll see what happens. But great pickup. And I know Teddy said it on Instagram. He commented in a video and said, this is probably the best move at the trade deadline. That's what Teddy said.
I think so.
I think it's a sleeper move. I think people are not really paying attention to it because it's not a number one receiver, but he's getting paired up with JSN. Like, you know what I mean? So, like,
I think you got that one. I agree because you pairing well with JSN, you see what Horton did. So now you're looking at it like, I mean, now we have 3 wide receivers along with that running game. Like you said, Sam Darnold is now, they just like, look, throw it to a spot, trust the receiver going to be there. Other than
right.
that, don't worry about anything else. So that's going to help them, especially in a division right now where, like I said, there could be 3 teams coming out of there. So they're going to be fighting, right? Another one that I think about too, just to talk about reactions, where you say it's going to be a sleeper one, and I know you might really like this one, be on the radar in the off season now, is Jacoby Myers going to Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
So that's I was thinking about that when they made the move. I was like, Joe might get his wide receiver, man.
I know, right? When they traded, I was like, oh, you might be getting traded. I'm like, Jayden'S hurt, though. Like,
I think if he didn't get hurt, Joe, and that deal happened,
would have made
they
the call.
they would make the call. But that's why I said the off season. Because again, they saying a lot with. I don't understand why you would trade your 1,000-yard second year receiver. I mean, like,
I think he lead the league in drops this year. He's not really, he's
yeah,
not really doing a good job this year.
I heard it's the offense and how he probably doesn't fit.
Yeah,
So
that
Joe,
too.
Joe, we'll see. But I was like, that's a good look, Joe, in the off season. Make that call.
I really think Adam Peters going to revamp the team. Like,
Oh, he definitely is now. He getting killed. You
yeah,
talking
he
about
gonna revamp the team.
hot seat? You need to talk about hot jets because they on his line.
Like Bobby Wagner, he on a 1-year deal. I don't think we're gonna bring him back next year, unless he on a discount. And Zach Ertz too. Like these old guys, we're gonna have to move on from these old guys. Like,
I think
and
Bond gone. Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
Bond definitely gone. Bond ain't coming back.
I think the plan. I think the 2-year plan is out the window, and now we need to go all in. I think they're gonna lock in and get that O line right for you all. Because again, JD with the injuries, like it's just it's happened it was back to back, like it's crazy, right? And they're like, no, we got to protect our quarterback now and get him some receivers because that was bad.
We need
Like,
some receivers. Yes.
Like I clowned y'all because y'all lost to the Cowboys, but bruh, I knew it. Y'all ain't have nothing, Joe. Like
Jayden Lane had another drop against the Seahawks. Like, dang.
Yeah.
It's like these drops be killing us. And the one guy that won't drop the ball, Luke McCaffrey, out for the year. It's like, dang.
See what I'm saying? And then I'd rather it be my rookie wide receiver than it be your recently paid tight end, Jake Ferguson, who's dropping passes and getting fumbles. But
Right, he dropped the bad one too. Like wide open.
And Dak had the
And
bad
fumble. That was
ball.
good.
And Dak had that bad pass to CD. It was just a bad night.
Yeah, when Ferguson dropped that pass, I was like, dang.
When Ferguson dropped that pass, and then when Turpin dropped that pass,
Turpin. I said I didn't want to bring up Turpin.
Yeah, Joe, this was a good show, man. Let's get on up out of here.
All right, y'all. Awesome episode. I love the new comment feature. You know, we don't have to. We can. I was locked in this episode. I ain't had to really do much.
It was different.
Yeah, facts.
I went while we was on the show. I went on YouTube and looked at it too, so it kind of you could see it. So it's
like
we might be in business.
Let's get it. Super chat, you get special treatment. We'll put the comment out. Super chat. Other than that, you're gonna be on the sideline like everybody else. But shout out to everybody on the network. Shout out to everybody in our R2L family. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in and watched the show and commented. We had some new comments in there. We got a good amount of people watching. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Big O with the 2 super chats. Okay, y'all always do a super chat. We appreciate y'all with the super chats. You know, but Commanders, man, we are still in the fight. We're still in the fight, man. We ain't going nowhere right now. We got another game to play. And guess what? I'm going to tune in. And guess what? Would I get my heart broken again? Maybe. But I'm ready to get my heart broken again, Tomo. Tomo, that game against the Seahawks, that was the most irritated I have been in a while watching the Commanders. Like,
I can tell.
Like, my wife didn't know how to, like, I could tell she was even uncomfortable. Like, she was like, dang. Like, she was like, all right, I gotta do something. Like, I gotta calm him down. Like, I was so heated. My son, can I watch it with you? I'm like, yeah, man, you watching with me, man. And then my son seeing me, sorry, defense, man. Oh my goodness. I'm over here like yelling. I was so mad watching that game. It was pathetic. It was a pathetic performance on prime time. And then to make it worse, Tomo, I'm watching the game in the helmets and the jerseys. I'm like, is that Chris Cooley?
Yo.
You know, is that Lonnie Fletcher? They look like the Redskins. Like I was like, I was in awe. I was in the beginning. I'm like, dang, like old times. And then
it looked like old times. Yo.
Hey, bro, for real. We on the same thing. Sacramento. Hey, listen, y'all. Hey, look. I gotta get West for some love. Great leader, man.
I'm telling you.
Westbrook, great leader. Blaze, great leader. We playing the Bucks, and then Giannis is like drawing fouls like a mug on Sabonis, and he like, man, Carl, that pregame was trash. I don't know what's worse, that one. Nah, what's his name was worse. Njoku was the worst pregame speech I ever heard in my life. You watched that, Tomo? Njoku from the Cleveland Browns? Worst pregame speech I heard in my life.
Lattimore's just sound like you was talking to your homies. So he was like, hey, go give a speech. Hey, bro, so we just gonna go out here and play football. Like, y'all know why we here. You understand? Like, we just need to go win a game. Do it for your brothers on me on 3.
That got nobody hype. And Dan Quinn made him a captain, man. Like, come on, Dan Quinn. Like, that's a coaching move right there. On Sunday night, come on, make some guys hype. Like,
on our Monk retirement.
Huh?
That was our Monk. I think they was retiring his jersey.
Yes. Yeah. And we should have made a receiver or something like that. No, we made Zach. I think Zach Ertz was it was Zach Ertz, Lattimore. Was it Ertz? It was somebody. It wasn't a receiver though. It was Lattimore. It's always a special team. It was Lattimore. I think it was Ertz, and it was I forgot who the third one was. But it's always 3 guys: special teams, defense, offense. I don't know why Lattimore was the captain, but he did play well the game before they got the interception and all that.
He wants to play rock paper scissors and he won or something. Cause I don't see it. That was terrible. And then who put that out? They need to be fired too. Cause why would you put that out? Like, you don't like Lattimore? Like, why would y'all put that out?
I know, right? I know. There's some stuff I record. I'm like, I don't even post this. Like,
why would y'all do that? He's like, yeah, on me.
I know, on me. Yeah, but that's all I got, man. You know, a shout out to everybody once again.
Joe, so for my last words, man, again, man, shout out to our superstar members. Shout out to Big O for the 2 super chats and being a superstar member. Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to Dave. I don't know if you seen your phone, but Dave said he's gonna be back with us on Friday. I don't know if he wanted me to announce that, but Dave gonna be back with us on Friday.
I know, right?
You probably wanted to surprise some people, but hey, I'm sorry, Dave.
Inside news, man. Hey,
Dave, you made my day. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say because he dropped that news. I just knew it was gonna be a good day.
okay.
But shout out to Taniqua, shout out to RBO Vaughn, shout out to Joe, Giovanni, Chris, FFC Coach Coombs. Make sure y'all check out all the episodes on the check out all the shows on the network. I'm telling you, people, we've been working. Shout out to Decorius, BWC Teddy. Shout out to I said Big O with the 2 super chats, and shout out to myself.
Teddy had an episode also. I just did my debut on BWT. Shout out to BWT. My boy Lou was on there too.
Oh yeah, okay. So y'all did the Sunday episode.
Mm-hmm.
That was the World Series recap.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all tap into that.
Our episodes, y'all down. That's right now. CTC, FFC.
You know, everybody working but Javante Davis. Anyway, my last words is, Joe, enjoy the moments when you can watch the games with your kids, because I was watching the Broncos game and my daughter was laying on the floor and she was like, this is when we was already down 7-0. She's like, the Cowboys going to lose. And just ran off. Came back. I said, why would you say that? And why would you do that? She come back and was like, she was looking for something. And I was like, you were right. The Cowboys lost. She's like, I tried to tell you. I'm like, she has been 30 years. 30 years. And then when I say cancel Christmas, everybody get mad at me. Make sure y'all click the link below and become a member today. Because we got Quinnen Williams. I should have named it Quinnen Ways. But then again, you all the thoughts about Dan Quinn. Too close. Nah.
And it was right after that topic too.
I should have named that Quinnen Ways because Quinnen Ways almost got him fired.
He's not gonna get fired though.
I know. He good.
As long as he's gonna do what he did with y'all and sell the game. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all Friday at 8 p.m. next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.